So we'll move on to some questions to help you kind of collect all that information together and to kind of understand the scientific process. It's really important in chemistry to understand how to design experiments. No point knowing all the techniques, but then when someone asks you, well, we need to kind of find this particular thing, and then you say, look, I know how to use all this equipment, but I don't know exactly what to do. So hopefully we can help you understand what the scientific process is about. Okay, so one part of that is understanding what the independent and dependent variables are. So identify, we just want to figure out what these independent and dependent variables are in this experiment, and of course that can map to other experiments. So the independent variable is the one that we can change as a scientist. So if I wanted to see how, I don't know, how much time it takes to boil different amounts of water, right? I could try and boil 1 kilo of water, 200 grams of water, and then 1 gram of water. You can see I can change that amount of water however I want. So that is the independent variable, because I can change it. Because I am the scientist here, and I can change each of those things. So what can we change? Well, it doesn't really become immediately apparent what we can change in this one, but if you just think about it for a little while, you'll figure it out. But the one that we can change is the sand, salt, and water mixture. We could go to one beach and collect a sample. We could go to another beach and collect a sample. And that is the independent variable. The independent variable is the mixture itself, okay? So that is what the independent variable is. Because I can change it, I could go to different places and get different mixtures if I wanted to. Okay, there you go. The dependent variable is the one that we change ourselves, okay? The one that changes based on the independent variable, I'm sorry. So, for instance, when I boiled all those different amounts of water, the dependent variable is how much time it takes, because obviously 1 kilo of water will take longer to boil than half a kilo of water. So you can see that the dependent variable relies on the independent variable. So if the independent variable is the mixture, then the dependent variable will be how much sand, salt, and water we get out. So if I went to a very, very salt, like say a beach in the Dead Sea, and I scooped up some sand, I would expect a lot of salt, right? But if I went to, I don't know, a beach that's along, say, a river, right? A freshwater river, I would expect no salt. So you can see that if I just pick those two different places as a scientist, the amount of salt changes instantaneously, right? The amount of salt I measure will be different. So you can see that the amount of salt depends on the mixture that I pick, okay? And that's why it's called the dependent variable, okay? So that's important to understand, particularly when you want to design experiments.